Right now in the 5 series, I'm going to reply to a comment by All Day, one of my followers, my man All Day, who said, can I do a video about Boogie? He said Boogie and Deep House. Now my Deep House 12s are in storage, and to be honest, my Boogie 12s are in storage. I put all my 12s in storage. That's a whole other story. But what I'll do is that I'll pull 5 albums that have killer Boogie tracks on there. Now Boogie is a genre of music that came about in the late 70s through to the 80s, mid 80s maybe, influenced by disco and funk, and it's just like boogie funk tunes with an emphasis on the vocals and synthesizer and special effects, right? It's a very specific kind of genre, and it gets looped in with funk, but we're talking boogie. Anyway, long intro. We're just going to run through these real quick after that long intro. James Mason, this is a classic album, Rhythm of Life. But on this album you have a track called Sweet Power, which is just an incredible, some may put it under fusion, but I think it's boogie, and I put it under boogie because this is a video about boogie, and it's an incredible track. When I used to go clubbing back in my younger days in London, you literally see dudes running up the walls and doing backflips to that track. Classic album, and Sweet Power is just the epitome of a incredible track. Rufus and Chaka Khan, Master Plan, produced by the great Quincy Jones. On this album you have Do You Love What You Feel, great boogie track. It's an anthem and it slams. It just is what it is. I can't go into too much detail with these tracks. They're all boogie and they're all classics, and some are anthems, and that's an anthem. Another anthem, right in the socket, by the great legend of the legends, Shalimar, right there in the socket. Might be one of my favorite boogie tracks ever. Legendary track. We're talking boogie right about now, and we're running through it. Now this is Imagination, and there's a track on here. It's called I think it's called So Good So Right. The chorus goes so good so right. It's a little bit down tempo. It's a little bit of a slower BPM than your average boogie track, but I still lump it in with boogie. It clocks in around 100 BPMs, but it's a great track. And it was a track I grew up on, and it's kind of part of that era, that boogie feel, that boogie sound. And this album is a great album, and this is a great group, and they had a decent run. Imagination, UK Masters, big up. And we're back in the UK, Heat Wave, with the track called Boogie Nights. Like, come on, you can't get any more boogie than that. Boogie Nights, it's an iconic track. Heat Wave, a slept-on group, a very influential group, and Boogie Nights is one of those tracks that heads know. Boogie Nights rounds off our 5 boogie tracks. Alright, shout out to All Day for the comment. Peace.